Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. It's Whip It Wednesday for Wednesday, December 4th, 2019. So if you want to see what I've been working on this week, please stay tuned. I brought my polyester quilt out so that you can see the progress I've made on it. I will hold it up just a little bit so you can kind of see the quilting. If you follow my channel regularly, this is the quilt that I was quilting in my previous video, and I have almost all of the polyester quilted. I mentioned in that video that I was having an issue with some skipped stitches, and somebody suggested trying a ballpoint needle, so I'm going to try that when I get back to quilting this. I've actually taken a couple days off of it, but I do need to go ahead and put it back at the machine and get to work on it. I think what happened is that when I made the video and I took it off of the sewing machine, I just didn't go back to it because it wasn't already on the sewing machine, so I could just go straight into stitching. So I am going to put it back on the machine so that I can get back to work on it. I really don't have that much more to do. So like for example right here, this is the only polyester I have, but then this is all of the top that's left, and then there's just a little bit on each side. So there's not a lot. This is, once I get to work on it, I think it'll be fairly quick to finish quilting. And I've thought about how I want to bind it, but I'll show that when I get to that stage in the quilt making process. So I want to take a minute and zoom in and show you the other thing that I've been working on. I really wasn't sure about starting a new project, even though I have several things that need to be finished. I wanted to focus on those and not start something new, but over the last few weeks I've really had some string blocks on my mind, and I've been looking at my string stash, which for me is these two bags. These are my strings that I have right now, and so I decided that I would go ahead and bite the bullet and try out some string blocks. I have a few here. I've only made, as of today, I've only made 8, but I have a couple that are in progress on my machine. Let me see if I can show. So this is one that's in progress, and there's another one on the machine because I'm kind of chain piecing them. I'm using a paper foundation. These are just recycled sheets of paper that I had, and I cut them into squares, and so I'm using these as the foundation for my blocks. I'll show you, I'm making light blocks. So here's an example of my light square, and I have 3 that haven't been cut down. Okay. And then I'm making dark squares. And when I first did it, I was like, how am I going to really be able to tell the light from the dark? But it's very obvious if I hold these next to each other. And so I really like that about them. I also have 3 of the darks. Okay. And since I'm using whatever's in my stash, I pulled out a piece of flannel, and it was string width, and so I just did it. I did today cut a couple down and squared them up so that you can see what they look like. I like these blocks. I think I'm going to enjoy making them. I've put the foundations in a little plastic bag because I've kind of figured out how much I'm going to need for the project that I want to make, and so I'm just kind of marking it off on here as I go to get these completed. If you're interested in how I'm doing this, this is a really simple process. I probably will go ahead and make a quick tutorial about making these string blocks on a paper foundation. So look out for that. If you have any questions about what you've seen this week, please leave them in the comments below. You can check out my other videos about my polyester quilt or about any other of my scrap quilts that I've made. And thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.